Good morning, America. Today on the Point Blank Performance YouTube channel, we're back with Chris's 23 5th Gen Dodge Cummins all the way from down in Houston, Texas. Now, this truck came in. If you missed the very first video, check it out here. We're continuing on with the build. He's getting our C5 HP package. That means, oh shit, we got to put up some big old numbers out of this thing. So how are we going to do that? Well, on today's episode, we're going to be showing you about the compound systems. Everybody loves two turbochargers, right? Got a big precision here, got a little baby precision here. It's not so small. We got our T4 exhaust manifold. So what we want to achieve out of the compound system of these turbochargers is this: big horsepower, easy go, right? How do we achieve that? Our exhaust manifold has dual wastegates in it. Break that down for me. What are dual wastegates? Dual wastegates are going to take energy from the exhaust manifold. They're going to open up under a certain amount of spring pressure, push it over here to the big guy, and magically, we're going to make some big power out of Chris's build. Let's slow that down. We're going to talk about the T4 exhaust manifold and what it's going to do out of our C5 HP package. Who loves turbochargers? You guys know I love turbochargers. We're doing a compound system on Chris's 5G build. We're underway of the fabrication. We're doing it all in-house. We make every single product over here on this exhaust system. We're going to be focusing on the exhaust manifold first. Why is an exhaust manifold such a big deal? Guys, it's a big damn deal, and I'm going to break that down for you. You can check out a full video on it here on the Mr. Clean build. Now get underway. Exhaust manifold sits here. This turbocharger's in a second gen swap. Now, when I designed this thing 4 years ago, I was like, hey, I don't want to burn the back of the firewall down. Let's actually make the neck where it slopes down a little bit, because we got full control over this thing. And let's go in and let's report it. Now, Chris got the new latest greatest. Worked on this thing about a year ago, and it's a full race version, guys. This is the big boy 5000 of manifolds. So everything's ported inside. It's in a second gen swap location. We're not going to burn the firewall down. This is the basic anatomy of it. Air comes in, turbocharger spools it, goes out through here, goes in the intercooler, and then we go into the engine and we make power. That's awesome. But when we compound it, how do we take a turbocharger that's like rated for 800 rural horsepower on a diesel, and we go, today, Junior, you're going to make 1,200 horsepower. You're going to pack your bags and get the f out of here. I'm going to show you how. This is the GT55. This is God, right? This is Zeus over here. Zeus is going to be getting exhaust gases from the little guy. Because see this hot pipe here? It's on a flex bellow. It runs up. It's going to be feeding all its energy inside of it and spinning this big compound. Cool beans. Anybody can do that. Hell yeah, they can. We want to maximize the efficiency. Our exhaust manifold has an exhaust back pressure sensor on it. What does that mean? Anytime that we're pushing a lot of power through these, I'm on the dyno, I'm reading. I'm just not looking cool in there. I'm actually pulling a data log. I'm looking at intake air temperature, camshaft. I'm looking at turbocharger speed. All that data matters, and we bring that into our manifold. When I get to a certain drive pressure, right? So if I got boost pressure here, that's 50 PSI, but my drive is 100 PSI, it's trying to get out because the engine has so much energy inside of it, so much heat. All that heat basically cannot take a shit and get out of the turbocharger. It's having to run through it. What would make better sense if you didn't have to run through the wall, if you could jump over the fucking wall and go to something else? That is where wastegates come into play. We're actually going to jump over the wall instead of run through the wall. Right here. 2 ports. When we say, because they're a pneumatic system, they got a spring inside of them. When we say that energy is too much, and let's call it 50 PSI, I go, hey guys, open up. And they go, we're here to party. 2 inches of pipe on both of them, which 2 and 2 is 4. We have all that energy running over to what? Zeus over here, God. GT55, he wants all the energy you can give him. So now we pulled it off this little guy. He goes, oh, thank God I can use the bathroom. And all that energy went to the big guy because we have a 5-inch pipe here. Hell yeah, spin that bitch to the moon, pushes it in there. This guy gets his ass in gear. So which one would you rather spin faster? a little baby 70 millimeter, or would you rather spend 100 millimeters of pure ass whooping American? I'd rather spend 100 millimeters as hard as I can, because 100 millimeters is gonna bring so much more air. Then this is where we make it volumetric efficiency to the max. We push it into him. He goes, man, I can really do some damage now. We take an 800 horsepower Charger rated on a diesel. Now we turn him into what, 1200? Pushes all that air in through here, runs in through the intercooler, goes in the engine, and voila. You're just maximizing the efficiency of a turbine housing, a turbine wheel, versus a big Godzilla one over here. Now we get to the exhaust part of it. Check it out, GT55. That right there, we're ready to get this thing on the dyno, guys. I'm hyped, you're hyped, we're all real hyped here. So we got a GT55 hanging in there. We got it at a slant. I love this setup. I watch the Fuel Tech videos, dude, I absolutely love it. 5-inch exhaust. We don't want any restrictions, because when we're getting down on this thing, I'm gonna ask a lot out of it. Check it out underneath. This is what takes the most of the time on the fabrication stuff. The full piping kit up there doesn't take an ass load of time, but that downpipe, we have a monstrous 5-inch downpipe shooting through that tunnel and running around the transmission and going down. This is a 2-piece setup. So up top, you can see 1 piece. Brody's coming in, he's gonna fab all this up. We got all the angles real nice and neat. Fender well will go right in. But here, we're gonna unbuckle it so it's all serviceable. We're not just building this thing for a show queen. Chris, I want you to beat the shit out of this thing, and if it's on Houston and it tries to drag this truck, wear its ass out. That's what this kit's built for. So we went over a compound system, big GT55 up here, went over the little guy, how they're going to maximize each other, make them most efficient. Now we got to figure out how to get them rods back in the block. Let's roll the wheel, let's roll that engine over here and talk about the engine ready for our C5 HP package. Now we're talking about what engine is going on Chris's build. We're going back with a CGI block. What do you mean you're going back with a CGI? Well, that's a 5th gen Dodge Cummins, and we're going to put that engine back inside of it. But this is our C5 HP package, so we do this a little bit different. All right, what are we doing here, guys? We actually went in and we sleeved this engine. What do you mean you sleeved it? Anytime you sleeve it, these are pressed in all 6 cylinders. This allows you to change up the bore size on this piston. You can go 10 over, 20 over, as big as you want. We wanted to go with still a 6.7 liter Cummins engine piston, 4G or 5G, whichever one you guys prefer. So the pistons are in it, we've got the sleeves in it. What's really nice is this, is let's say we're trying to take that truck to max potential, the truck's however many years old, and all of a sudden one of these pistons say, hey man, I'm out of steam, you gotta replace me, but I hurt one of these sleeves along the way. No big deal, sleeve comes out, throw it away, put a new sleeve in and a new piston, and off we go. So you never actually hurt the engine. Now we're taking a peek at the bottom end, what you guys love to coin bulletproofing. How do we do this? 6.7 liter Cummins crank in it, cool beans. We want to hold that thing as sturdy, as rigid as possible. So we need to upgrade some shit, some hardware. These are ARP main studs, 14 millimeters. That's bigger than factory. All right, now we're cooking. So we got all these bigger, beefier studs. Well, sure to God, you're not going to hold that thing with the same main caps. No, sir. We upgrade to billet main caps. These are way bigger. If you have more material, or a thicker, a denser, you can actually clamp it, hold it, and where it's not trying to wiggle and jiggle. You're not nervous as shit. So that's where our billet main caps come into play. You go one more step above that. We want to hold all that, make it as rigid as possible. What's this guy? This is a girdle. Oh shit. You got a girdle on that thing? Yeah, buddy. This allows us to take where the oil pan bolts, we add another layer of steel over the top of a steel product, your billet main caps, bolt them together with all the ARP stuff. Then one more point of contact using all the bolt holes is the oil pan that goes over the top. That'll make all this make sense. You're on the line, you're playing in the NFL, you're 120 pounds, but you got a dude 400 pounds behind you holding you rigid. When the guy comes to hit you at the front, guess what? You're not gonna go anywhere because you're held at the back and you cannot move because you got Days of Thunder behind you. So when we're ripping this thing on the Mustang dyno, all that torque comes in at 2200, it's like BAM! It ain't gonna move. So that is how you bulletproof the bottom end of a 5th gen Dodge Cummins. Now we're gonna go over here, we're gonna look at what we gotta complete this week to get this engine in that truck. So the next time you guys see Chris's truck on the YouTube channel, we're gonna have our compound system finished up. That means this GT55 is gonna be blowing air inside this baby Precision. We're gonna get the piping all laid out here. Some really cool things for you guys to visualize. We're gonna swap out the rods hanging outside the block with the new C5 engine, slam it in, start bolting everything up because dyno time is coming, boys. If you're in the Texas area, this truck is from Houston, Texas. Chris works at All Out Off-Road and Performance. That means I said off-road, wheels, tires, suspensions, a lot of things above my pay grade. But if you're looking for go fast stuff, point blank performance products, they're an authorized dealer. That means you've seen Chris's truck, you've seen the products going on it, they can deliver that to you guys. So make for sure, give them a like, give them a follow, go by, talk to Chris. He's got years of work in this truck of the suspension, the performance, the 2nd gen swap stuff. Go by, ask him a question. Make for sure you guys like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you back here at Point Blank Performance.